Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with another video today, and we are going to talk about college football recruiting. Yes. The topic we all try to stay away from during the season, but all want to talk about in the off season. But we are going to talk about it today. I mean, click on the video. Must be interested a little bit in it. But yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, big headlines today. Travis Hunter flips from FSU to Jackson State. I mean, he chooses those two schools. Chooses Jackson State over Georgia, FSU. Georgia, we're talking about them today in their recruiting class. Why? Well, I'm a Georgia fan, and they're one of the best programs in the country, and they might win the national title. Yeah. Another thing we'll talk about, Texas A&M rising up to the occasion and taking the #1 spot for the recruiting class. That's something we're going to talk about. So let's go Travis Hunter situation with Dion and Jackson State. We'll talk about all that first. Then Georgia. Then we'll talk about A&M and the rest of the country. All right, first, Travis Hunter. What a shock today it was to see Travis Hunter throw the Georgia hat, throw the FSU hat, rip open his shirt, catch the Jackson State hat, put it on. Going to Jackson State. Man, how disrespectful was it to throw the Georgia hat like that? You crazy? Don't do that, sir. All right. Well, let's get to the point. It's a huge shock that he's going to Jackson State. Good, but what do I have to say about it? I mean, good for him. It's his decision. And I know FSU fans are mad about it. And well, honestly, and there's and he was basically a lock to go to FSU. He was an FSU fan, grew up an FSU fan, close to the area, all that. Until until a couple of days ago, there were some rumors about him going to Georgia. No one said a word about Jackson State. That just came completely out of nowhere. That just came out of nowhere. Jackson State, yeah. But plays at but it represents HBCU and everything. And Jackson State, they already went 11-1 this year. The only loss was to an FBS team. So they went undefeated in the FCS level. Already have that. They have Deion Sanders. They have Travis Hunter. They're bringing in a bunch of transfers. 5 4-stars last year. 15 transfers last year. I mean, good Lord, Jackson State is building an FCS powerhouse. I'd love to see them play a Power 5 team. But yeah, great for Travis Hunter. Going to be a great time watching him for the next 3 years. Let's just be real for a second. He's not staying 4 years in college. I mean, if he were to care about college so much and college football and all that, he probably would go to he'd probably go to Georgia or someone like that. So yeah. But anyways, I'm getting on to the point. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I think the main topic about this. Coach Prime. Deion Neon Sanders. Man, getting the #1, he steals it right out of FSU's hands. Man, special coach, man. He's going to get a Power 5 job in the next 3 to 5 years. I can bet money on that. He is. This guy just got the #1 recruit in the country to an HBCU FCS school over Georgia, FSU, and everyone recruiting him, man. That's some special talent. Like that's special. I don't care if he's a Hall of Fame corner. That's special talent to really go and just take someone out that's special. That's special. That is special talent. But how about this, man? Coach Prime rips the best player in FSU history, and he rips their best recruit right out their hands, man. But Coach Prime, like this guy, he's building a monster at JSU. He's going to get a Power 5 job soon. I don't see how he doesn't. Look at the work he's doing. I mean, this just solidified it. the 55th recruiting class last year at an FCS school, 15 transfers last year at an FCS school, working the transfer portal this year, gets the number one ranked player. I mean, good Lord. They're a Power 5 team almost. Maybe that's overreacting a little bit. Let's just be real here. If anything, this is the amount of talent Cincinnati's getting. I mean, probably a little bit more than that, but still. I mean, well, a little bit, Jace, you have a little bit more. But, all right, but, I mean, Coach Prime, he's going to find himself a Power 5 job pretty soon. This is unheard of to get a guy to an FCS school like this. Travis Hunter. And there's a basketball player that did it last year as well. Went to an HBCU school. Went to Howard. Forgot his name, but. Whew. Man. Now, I was happy about the commit, because it represents HBCU and all that. Still am. But I did find out that Travis Hunter accepted that commit because he found out that he'd get $1 million out of an NIL deal if he went to Jackson State. See that? It's kind of paying a recruit, but I mean, look, he probably went there for Coach Prime as well. I mean, without Coach Prime, even with the $1 million, I think he still probably would go there, but I don't know. Coach Prime has something to do with it. If Coach Prime were to go to Georgia, Alabama, and he won't, or Florida State, and he's not going to Florida State either. That's not happening. But I think Travis Hunter follows him wherever he goes. That $1 million, I mean, he's going to make millions in the NFL. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm excited to see what he does. Too bad Jackson State doesn't play any Power 5 teams, but or here's another thing. Deion might just want to stay at his FCS home. He might want to stay at HBCU. He might not want to take that big job. I think he will, but maybe he just wants to stay at HBCU and develop players and all that. Maybe he wants to do that. But he rocked the college football world today, I'll say that. Yeah. Travis Hunter, shout out to him. Played my high school, Marietta. Played my high school, Marietta, a couple years ago. Lost both times, Collinsville versus Marietta, Marietta versus Collinsville. But, that's not what this video is about. All right. Got that huge news out the way. Georgia and Kirby Smart coming in today with their number one recruiting class. Screenshot it on my phone, actually. Oh, shoot. I have it in my hand. But I actually have it screenshot on my phone. It was before it was Georgia 1, Alabama 2, A&M 3, Ohio State 4, Texas 5, Penn State 6, Notre Dame 7, I think, and then all that. So Georgia won today. Now they're not, but we will take a little bit of a look at their recruiting. The big news about Georgia today happens to be bad news. Kamari Wilson, the 5-star safety out of IMG Academy, committed to Georgia. Well, I think he was committed. He was either that or he was most likely to go to Georgia. Florida, surprisingly commits to Florida. He committed to Georgia. I know what happened. He was the guy who was committed to Florida, flipped to Georgia, committed to Georgia, stayed with Georgia until today, signing day, and signs to Florida. So, hey, Zach Evans did the same thing. You never know. But, yeah. I've heard some Georgia fans say that we can maybe get Kamari Wilson at transfer portal. Screw Kamari Wilson, honestly. And I don't say that in terms of downing him or anything. I say that in terms of we don't need him. We don't need to get him out the transfer portal or anything. Just let him go to Florida. Is he going to be a great player at Florida? Probably. But it's no need to cry about it and try to, we need him out the portal or anything. Screw Kamari Wilson. We got our other guys. Man. We don't need to try to cry and get him out the portal or anything. But in the Mesa Kamari Wilson, respect his decision. I was a little bit upset about it first, but had enough time now to digest it. Wish the best for him. Unfortunately, he's going to get his head beat by Georgia for 3 to 4 years. All right. But seriously, best of luck to him, but kind of sad we didn't get him. Would have been 6 5-stars for Georgia. Speaking of all those 5 stars, next up, we're going to talk about who I want to talk about next? I guess I'll talk about Marvin Jones, the edge rusher. Marvin Jones, the edge rusher, outside linebacker, but he's basically an edge rusher. Commits to Georgia today. Huge pickup for Georgia. Another 5-star for Georgia. Added onto the list. 5 stars for Georgia. But, yeah, man, Georgia has a culture, tradition of outside pass rushing linebackers. Goes from Jarvis Jones, Evion Bellamy, Lorenzo Carter, and even now, you got Nolan Smith, Adam Anderson. We're not going to talk about whatever the hell happened, with the rape thing and all that, but we're not going to talk about that. But point is, Georgia's got a great tradition of outside pass rushing linebackers. Always have, always will. That's what Georgia does. That's what they're. Azeez Ojulari, I could go on and on. Just great pass rushing linebackers. That's what Georgia is. It's pass rush first, run defense second, pass coverage third at the linebacker position. That's how Georgia gets all those sacks. Now, unlike, and we also have Jalen Carter, although he's not linebacker, he's a defensive end. Point is, it's a Georgia, it's a tradition in a way to get a pass rushing linebacker. So, yeah, I just, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I'm glad we got him. Big pickup for Georgia. Who I want to talk about next, man? Do I stick on the topic of UGA? Well, I think we're going to. What was I going to say? Man, oh, man. But in terms of players, that's kind of who I wanted to talk about. Yeah. But yeah, now we're number 3 in the nation. 5 stars. What was it? 14 4-stars? 15 4-stars, 7 3-stars. Average of 92.93, points 314.62. Yeah. All right, well, that's all I want to talk about in terms of Georgia. I need to stop. That's all I want to talk about in terms of Georgia. Next, we'll talk about A&M and the rest of the country. First of all, man, A&M, look, what a job. I mean, let's stop. What a job Jimbo Fisher has done at A&M. I mean, the guy they were number 3 coming in today. Now they jumped to number 1. 2 guys in the top 10 who have according to 247 Sports, 100, not really 100, but 100 in terms of they're likely going to go there to A&M. A&M's probably going to finish with their number 1 class, I have to say. It's probably most likely going to be A&M 1, Alabama 2, Georgia 3. That's my prediction. I could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. But that's my prediction for what rank's going to end up. Let's talk about the rankings now, though. What was it say? Let's talk about the rankings now. A&M 1, Alabama 2, Georgia 3, Ohio State 4, Texas 5. After that, I think it's who was after that? I know the top 5, which by the way, Texas at number 5. That's gonna drop off a little bit. They'll probably stay top 10, but they won't be number 5 by February. I'll just say that right now. I'm sorry, but look, they went 5-7. I don't think they're gonna finish top 5 in recruiting. I get it, it's Texas, but you know what I'm saying. What a job Sark has done there in recruiting terms. He just needs to get coaching figured out. Like he needs to get his team figured out and just. But look, his first season, you know, catch a guy a little bit of slack. But overall, really, they never should have fired Tom Herman, but that's for a different video. But I'm pulling up the recruiting rankings right now. Dang it. Pull the freaking rankings. All right, well. Excuse me for... Penn State 6, Notre Dame 7, North Carolina 8, Michigan 9, Oklahoma 10. So that's your top 10. Kentucky 11. Oh, no. I thought Missouri... I guess they got passed up. Missouri's the number 3 player in the country committed to them. Tennessee 13, Auburn 14, Stanford 15. FSU was 11 coming into this, but they lost Travis Hunter and a couple of 3 stars, I think. So Clemson now is the number 1 class in the ACC. It wasn't just the Travis Hunter thing. It was a couple other. Oh, yeah. Clemson lost 4 players in the top 300 today. They flipped. That is... Man, Clemson is falling down the pipe. 4 players in the top 300. Man. Not good. Not good. And after that, it's everyone else. Vanderbilt at 31, man. Or 37. Seems like they dropped off a little bit. For Vanderbilt, that's not bad. That's good job there. Florida flew up all the way to 50 after the Kamari Wilson commit and all that. I mean, they're going to keep going up, I think. They'll at least finish... I don't know about top 20. They might finish top 30, probably top 40, I guess. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but that's pretty much, well, I'm going to say a couple more things before I leave. I mean, take a look at this. I have to show you this. I know Georgia, well, I have to show you this. This is just amazing to me. I really hope someone's streaming tonight. I have so much to say. Travis Hunter, he still has his FSU profile pickup, which is kind of weird. At least he had it up when I last checked his Twitter page. I think he'd update it by now. But maybe it's not. But he went on Instagram Live, so it's not like he hasn't been on social media. Here are the players. A&M already has the number 1 class. Look at this. Am I showing it right? 2 players at 100% to A&M. 2 top 10 players. Harold Perkins, Shamar Stewart, D lineman, linebacker. Man. Yeah. Ernest Green, hopefully he goes to Georgia. We kind of need him. Wow. Yeah, we need him. Need a guy. We need linemen, man. We need linemen. That is the one thing lacking about Georgia's class, the offensive linemen. They credit This offensive line class is not as good. We still need them, though. Other than that, though, that's all I got to say. Long video. I know, it's a long video. But it's just what we do. I'm happy with Georgia's class. 5 stars. That A&M's got 4 5 stars. Alabama's got 3. So, yeah, happy with that. Happy with that. Yes, sir. I'm happy with Georgia's class, man. We got the game changers, if you know what to say. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. Hopefully this video blows up. I think it will. Peace and go Dogs. Georgia. I gotta stop. Oh, yeah, another thing, too, man. Join my streams. Please. I didn't even say it in that tone, but... Please, join my streams. 1980. Man, this bottle's cursing me. I need to stop showing this bottle. Maybe I'll show the #1 Georgia, but... Other than that, I need to stop showing this bottle. Because... I think this bottle's the reason why Georgia lost to Alabama. I have a conspiracy theory. I'm a conspiracy theorist now. That's my theory. Or maybe it's because I showed the Herschel Walker jersey in some of my videos right here. I'm thinking about changing that to my profile pic. I probably won't, but I'm sure thinking about it. Always got the Matt Ryan jersey. All right, we gotta go. This video's 22 minutes. Stop, All right. Peace.